So this thing right here is a camera, right? There's throughout the day today, you're going to see many different types of cameras. We don't sell equipment here. We sell education. So we don't know what you're going to have at your department. So we have many different styles of them. All right. So this just happens to be one that has the screen on here, but it's traditionally made like a regular laryngoscope. There's some that are not that way. But because this was made like a regular laryngoscope, I treat it like a regular laryngoscope. Because I don't want to lose the ability to do a direct laryngoscopy, right? So for the most part, I try to go in here. I'm going to lower this just so you guys can see. I try to go in here with good technique. And you notice my technique there, right? I come in, okay, and then I scoop the tongue all the way this way. I actually visualize it there, and I'm right where I need to be. You see what I'm saying? I'm right where I need to be with this. Now, if you notice this, if I switch to this guy right here for a second, and I want you guys are going to come behind me here, and I'm going to find this for you, and you tell me, and you see how many fingers I'm holding this with.
2 fingers. That's great.
That's what I was telling you, the difference between her and him. She's holding it really low, ever so gently, because I bet you he can curl more than she can. And you've got this deaf fireman grip on here. The lower you are on this laryngoscope, the more control you have with that tip. I can do all kinds of things with this. See what I'm saying? So really, there shouldn't be any of this in your giant arm on this lady. Because if you did that to, you know, to any one of my family members to do that, I'm going to put my arm on your face. So it makes sense? You never see any professional do that, right? So it's very low on the laryngoscope. Cool. So what we're going to do here is, let me pass that, see that bougie there in that tube real quick. Just want to show you something. Okay. So if you have good angle on this, and every time you're using the camera, what you need to say to yourself is epiglottis, right? You see the epiglottis there? So I go in, I hit it, and I lift up. And you see how it almost folds up for you? You should see epiglottis, glottis, posterior cartilage. You see that right there? And if you're in that position right there, you should be able to just put anything in the airway. It's all angles, right? Now, if you're really close to this, you're going to have, if this is your view right here, you're going to have a hard time, and you'll make it worse here, you're going to have a hard time trying to make that upward turn. You see what I'm saying? What do you see? They should be able to tell you epiglottis, glottis, posterior cartilage. And again, no matter how, it's that easy every time. Okay?
It's like those commercials.
Yep.
It's that easy.
So here's your, what we're going to practice here is we're not going to do the tube yet. You're going to use this bougie, and you're going to come in there, and you are going to go till you feel hold up. You with me? So feel the hold up. Everybody, grab that thing there and push it forward. That tells you the bougie's in the right place. It's sitting against our right main stem wall. Okay? And you can't go any further. If you bury the bougie, you're in the wrong place. This bougie is made to have nothing on it when you put it in there. Because if you're having to make turns, like a hard angle, if you have to go left or hard right or up all the way, if the back of this tube is of the bougie is weighted with an EP tube, you can't make the turn. Like, you're setting yourself up for success. Good angle, bougie, camera. Again, I don't sell any of this stuff. Every so often, you're going to get near the glottis, so keep going forward. And you may meet some resistance of this, like trying to go into the trachea. You make sense? So what's happening here is that for whatever reason, there's a piece of anatomy right in there. And now with that bougie bringing it up, you're really meeting that resistance. You see what I'm saying? So all you need to do is go all the way to the right, almost exaggerate this movement. Look what happened to that bevel when I did that. And then I start moving forward, and as I advance forward, I come back midline. Okay? Oh man, is that crazy? Nancy Carolyn book, like page 165. You know? Yeah, I didn't make it up. That nice Jewish lady did years ago. Yep, so just go all the way, exaggerate the movement, go forward. Go forward and come in midline. Now, okay, so stop right there for a second. The next most common problem that people encounter here is something that you do yourself. You take the laryngoscope out, and then you're like, got the tube. You know what I'm saying? You need a free hand to high five people. Don't do that. Yeah. Okay, leave that in there. Okay? Whether you're using the camera or you're using a regular laryngoscope, leave that in there. Your friend is going to do this for you. Look how gentle I do this. I'm not even going to get you. You ain't got to worry. Okay, boom, this is out. Now you can visualize that that tube is still in. Does that make sense? Okay.
When you start
Yep.
ripping things out.
Yep, because that coude tip could grab that tube and bring it out, and you may not even notice it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to keep the camera in. I want to show you something. You asked me, how do I not right main stem this patient? You see where this pilot balloon comes out right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? That is meant to be outside the mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if you put it in the mouth, patient can bite it, right?
Right.
So you take it right to the corner of the mouth, right?
Okay.
702,
So
three times the
the
side of the
lip
tube is what?
21.
21, right?
Yeah.
What's it at the lips right there?
Should be 21, 22, or 20
The
Yep.
20.
for the gums.
Yeah, remember it's 2 to 3 centimeters, right? 2 to 3 centimeters above the carina. So one measurement gets you to 2, the other one gets you to 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But that is every time. I hold my finger right on that balloon, where that balloon comes out, and I take it right to the corner of the mouth, you're done. Now you gently bring this out this way, and you anchor your tube on that side there. Fair enough? And there it is. All done.
Can't